Hello, this is General Clausewitz for another Wargame Red Dragon gameplay. You can see that we're playing a 3v3. I'm playing a Finnish deck. Let's see where people seem to want to go. Diablo's going either Dimitri or center. Kuyo is going to come over here. I would like to be able to heli rush if I'm going to take Dimitri. Unfortunately, Finnish decks aren't very good at that sort of thing. I'm also not going to be very good at forest fighting, honestly, with this deck. So perhaps Dimitri is not the best call, although I don't really know where else would be better. I'm going to mark way on the right. We're going to have some fun in center. I will also leave my command back, because I'm pretty sure Kuyo is going to take his command to Fedor. And Diablo is going to come over here to Boris. So in terms of fobs and the like, let's see. I have 491 points to work with. I'm going to want some infantry up here. Maybe some ATGMs here would be great. So let's actually do that. Two ATGMs over there. Some good infantry for over here. Maybe I don't need to spend 50 points on the elite, but maybe some shock would be a good investment, especially because of their increased AT capability, because these only have the laws, whereas these have the Apolos. So I would love to be able to get 4 squads. Maybe, yeah. Edo 90s are just all around amazing. Some sort of light tank. I don't know why I misordered these when I was making this deck. What have you. Maybe a T-72. And then Recon. Good, I have just enough to take this with me. So I put the ATGMs here, I get some infantry up here to attack, put the T-72 here to cover, some recon infantry to wander around. So I am all set and ready to go. Looks like Diablo has some Type 90s to rush Dimitri with the AAA choppers, and maybe that bridge is faster? Yeah, that bridge probably is faster. This is not one of my more played maps, so I don't know all the ins and outs. Let's kind of see what happens. I forget what my air tab looks like in this deck. It's always good to acquaint yourself with that sort of thing. I do not have any good AT capability in my air tab. I do have some good fighters, though. I only have 1. I might want to change that. This is the annoying napalm bomber that like drops in 2 bursts, so you have to like manually evac it. The Hawk 51 I like a lot. It's a very cheap but good bomber. It does have ECM, which is unusual for a 60-point bomber, and you can get 4 of them. And then I have a rocket plane. That's always kind of helpful. Okay, so let's get started here. I have no radar AA, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't know why these choppers are starting up back here and not up here. It's a question for another time. Perhaps it's accompanying the Mi-8. It doesn't make very much sense. What have you? His ping is not too good. Also known as it's maxed out. For some reason he isn't lagging. I think the music may be a bit loud. There we go. We're now ready to begin. So I hope to, through these videos, level some sort of useful commentary. Deck codes for all of the decks that I will be using will be available in the descriptions of the videos in case you want to import them. And there's the lag. We had some lag there at the beginning. In case you wanted to play the decks yourself, they will be available in the description. And obviously, if you have any questions, comments, so on and so forth, I'm more than happy to field those. If you do like the video, tell your friends, family, what have you. We'd love to get, or I'd love to make this channel more and more popular. I think that this game is really great. The kind of whole real-time strategy, grand strategy genre is really great. It's been developed more recently over the past 5-10 years than perhaps it ever was in the past. But yeah, I hope to get some tutorial videos out shortly on Wargame, as I don't think there are very good ones kind of in existence. I've watched a couple. Didn't really help that much for me. I just kind of spent time playing the game. So I hope to do some sort of combination of gameplays as well as talking in the armory about decks and that sort of deal. I'm kind of just waiting for our units to go places. Looks like they're going to come up here and take this road. Not sure how I like that. These Type 90s are going to help out a great deal. Do I have Edo 90s? Let's stop the Edo 90s, considering these are like all helicopters. Yep, working on the helicopters. Okay, so I got a lot of early kills there, which will be good. Dropping off my AT infantry there. This is the recon infantry unit. Perhaps stick it over here? I don't quite know where the best place... I think I'm liking over there. The shock infantry can come over here. Yeah, all of the shock infantry can come over there. In terms of the Edo 90s, let's put one Edo 90 over here and one over here. I'm going to get a recon chopper up for the far right in case they try to do any shenanigans. I don't like the look of these planes. That looks like a Nighthawk. We have Mirage 11C. That's going to be dropping a whole lot of napalm. So our friend over here is going to get completely shut down. Okay. These look to be Highlanders. And move into them. Nice shot there with the AT capability. And those are tanks, so I'm actually going to get out of there pretty quickly. I'm not going to be able to do too well against these tanks. TH-47's that's probably a Leopard C2. Oh, nope, it's an M11P. Probably playing a NATO deck. What have you. I'm going to pull up a heavy tank. And I'm going to get some cheaper infantry, but with the Bushmasters, so with the transports that I can use to support. 25 points, so I can get 4 of them right now. It's 75 point tank against an 80 point tank. Not very good odds, unless I have some sort of flank shot or something like that. So I perhaps could have played that opening a little bit better. We will need an ANA command. In the meantime, what's happening elsewhere on the battlefield? The opponents have that town right here, which is not very good for us. We still do not yet have control of the center town. But other than that, things seem to be going pretty well. These guys are going to be doing some good work. I predict a bombing run of some sort, so I'm going to pull those back. And pull up some logistics for them. Don't know what these Blackhawks are doing. Don't like the look of it. Okay, so I'm going to need the AT support here on the flank to get these armored transports and that sort of thing. I'm just out of range, however. Now they're in range. They'll be good. Should take out one? No, unless they miss, of course. He's moving in a bit close here. Don't quite know why he did that. But it wasn't... My units were not able to correctly capitalize on it, so it didn't end up making much of a difference. I did get the TH, which is a good benefit. I now should be able to push with relative confidence. Okay, so now the Blackhawks are being annoying on the right here. So it's going to force me to buy a Edo 90 as well as a recon chopper. That Nighthawk wrecked my infantry. So I'm going to need some more of that too. I would like to buy some more higher quality infantry. But that would require more points. There they are. Buying the points now. And here come the Edo 90, but the F5s have a lot of guns. I think they're going to gun run the Blackhawks. Yes, they are. The Type 90 is going to do well, and there are Rangers over here. He's trying to sneak. Don't quite know what those are. Wasn't able to get a close enough look at them. So he's gonna scour that forest. Gonna hopefully not lose my Jet Ranger to Rangers. That would be quite bad. No, looks like I was able to get out of range. That's good. I'm gonna keep buying higher quality infantry here. I don't think I killed that Nighthawk. My recon infantry will be able to get that Puma. My Mimod is going to work on the TH-495s. Getting 2 kills there. Shutting those Canadian rifles down. I'm going to call up some more shock infantry, because that's a good use of them. I expect that Nighthawk to be back shortly. Although I want to make sure that I refill the spike missiles there. Of course, there's a TH-45 waiting for me. I'm going to shift my tank around here. Don't know what tank that is. Looks like an M11P. I don't like this being flanked by all his stuff. That is an M11P, and I really don't like how he has stuff up in here. So I'm going to get some stuff over there. Shut that down. Push up this recon. So I can't see shit. Buying a command for Anna. Considering we do need that. We are down in terms of commands. But he also doesn't have a command for center. Which means we're not actually as screwed as we may have thought. That M11P is unfortunately going to beat me simply because of reload time. But it's about to be taken out by the Mimod. And yes, Longbow, please come in range. I would absolutely love to take you out with my Edo 90. Looked like he had infantry up in here, which is not at all cool. Fortunately, 1 miss, 2 misses. Still in range though. No, because of course the Edo 90 is going to miss a lot. Okay, so that's just not cool, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna pull all of my shock infantry back here, because it's gonna have to be rearmed. I don't know why these guys are not refilling their ammunition. We do have sight in their base, which is kind of pleasant. There they go. Finally, the missiles are getting rearmed. Finally, a good use. Let's get this Edo 90 rearmed. And you're out of supply. Okay, so that's a long run back to the fob there. But I guess you're going to have to do it. I will call out maybe 2 MI8s to get the infantry. Yeah, I think that's probably a good investment. I'm going to unload this infantry now and kind of attack move up this forest. There we go. We capped Anna. Accidentally moved it there. So now the issue is Dmitry. I should be able to get that Nighthawk. Simply because, yeah. Did he really go after my XA-180? No, he was going after my Edo 90 position. And those are 2 M11Ps. Isn't that interesting? Ah, so he does have Rangers up in here. My shock infantry should be able to take care of that with relatively little fuss made. I'm going to call up some more Yakurai. Yeah, there we go. My shock infantry is finally putting in its worth. It should kill those rangers here in a second. And then I need to make progress here because our team is not doing too well. I did shoot down the Nighthawk though, which is a great. That was a good move. Good move. I do like a lot these AT units, so perhaps I call up some more and put them in this tree line once I clear this forest, which may take a second or two. Ah well. I am actually able to now move up this shock infantry. Perhaps I can move in here. I do have this tank covering the approach. And I'm going to move the AT infantry up. In case, yep, it's going to be able to get a hit on the VAP T-20s. But it's first going to waste a missile, and then get the kill that it needs. He does still have two M11Ps over here, so I'm going to hold my infantry until I can do something about that. Perhaps I could buy another unit, maybe 2 more units of infantry to march through this forest behind these guys, because they also have some Igla missiles. There's some bison, which would probably mean that there are Highlanders or something in here. What I would really like is to get behind those M11Ps and kind of coordinate the assault, because they'll be able to get flank shots. No. I may be able to get that VLRI Mistral. That looks like a good hit. Yep. He's going to get quite annoyed with that infantry, so I'm going to pull that back 2 buildings. I expect a bomber of some sort to be coming in on it. That's a Chaparral. There are the M11P Abrams. Here are the Canadian Airborne. I'm now finding where everything is. Well, if we notice, those M11Ps are looking very interesting direction. Well, no, then they switched back to look at me very well. Well, I will push my Yakurai. Let's see how good these Epaulets are. I got one M11P, and that's going to be the other one right there. Very good. That Canadian Airborne is going to come back and try to find me, but I should be able to now move up my Yakurai with little fear of kind of reprisal from over here. I will call up replacement for those 2 ATGM units that were just killed, but there are Canadian rifles right here. It's going to do well to do a number on me. Well, both stunned. Maybe if I can get some autocannon support. I do now have full autocannon support from 3 transports. I don't know why they missed against those, they missed an Apolis rocket against the Bison? Wow. Well, I'm going to save this unit of shock infantry, get it out of there. Instead, land these Super Pumas. Put the recon infantry up in there, because I believe they also have the Apolos rocket, and they do. I would love to be able to get some support with these autocannons. Maybe save that unit of infantry. Yeah, they're the autocannon support. Unfortunately was not good enough. A lot of misses there with that Chaparral. I was unable to kill the Chaparral, but I am making good progress up the front here. I'm going to buy another Mimod. And this seems to generally be going well. Okay, so the longbow's coming over here. So I'm going to move my Edo 90 right, because he's going to try to kill all of these transports that I've been kind of abusing the autocannons on. And that is a very good way it's a very good place for me to be, and I don't want to lose this recon infantry, so I'm going to pull those back. Let the Legion 90 engage. Yeah, I'm going to actually pull this all the way back to be resupplied. I'm actually going to run the MI8s back, and then come back. I don't know what happened to my trucks. What happened to my trucks? It's an interesting question. I have no idea. I should have been watching a little bit more closely, it seems. Those CEVs, if they get into that forest, are going to be pretty difficult to deal with. So let's march this Mimod up, march the Edo 90 behind it, and call up some more supply. That seems to be what I need. Get these shock infantry with the better AT units up. Where is that longbow going? Do not know. Let's at least get in this forest here. Well, I will get that Blackhawk. M11Ps. I should have a heavy tank coming up. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So, I would love... That is an 80-point unit right there. Well, I will kill the 30-point CEVs. But as soon as I have a firing solution on that CFV, I'm going to take that shot. Let's pull this Mimod up some more. And there's the firing solution on the Bradley, and boom. That was very good. I now have a lot of infantry up here. I'm unfortunately still being targeted by these M11Ps. He does have a longbow around here somewhere, so I should be somewhat careful of that. I now have firing solutions on the M11Ps. They're still firing on my infantry, even though they're presenting me my front armor. And that's going to present trouble, because that longbow is probably going to get side shots in. Nope, I microed it well enough that it didn't. That Edo 90 needs to get up here ASAP. Ooh, this is a bad way for me to be. I did lose one Mimod. The second one is still here. I need some more AA. I think I'm going to go with manpads and just kind of sprinkle them around and see how that works. Let's get this recon infantry resupplied. Yeah. Kind of hold pat. I do think I need to take center. So perhaps the best way to do that... These T-72s served me really well before, so maybe get 3 of those and then prepare to move up. In the forest, should move up the Legion really there to have best effect. Okay, my MI8s are quickly returning, and as soon as they're completely repaired, I'm going to go. I'm also going to buy, if I have it, yeah, mortar to smoke this off as I move in with infantry. I'm going to bring my recon infantry back to the right. He seems to be doing okay. I think if I can get into center, we will do fine. How is this going? He isn't doing too well. Okay, never use 4 stack of infantry, especially 15-point infantry. It just doesn't work as well as you think it will. Let's get some manpads up in this little forest area, and if I get bombed in this forest, I swear it's going to be a rough day. But the Legion is still around. Unfortunately, that's then going to be taken out. I should be able to stop that mortar there and actually provide smoke support. Yeah, as soon as my manpads get in position, I will go. And I do want to get this recon infantry into this forest. Okay, we have 20 minutes left. We'll start that smoke. There's the smoke, so I'm going to move up my Yakurai. Well, that smoke's coming in on the edge. I want to wait until it covers the front of that forest. Ooh, and there's a chaparral. That's a good kill. Probably almost good enough here to push my infantry up. I would love to kill that M11P, but I'm going to continue up in my way to use these infrared iglas on that longbow. Okay, let's go. Ah, and he's finally found the correct position to arty just as I am moving out. Looks like he has M11Ps. Oh, maybe Milan F3's in that town? Don't quite know. But whatever it is, it's going to be annoying. I think that's worth a napalm strike. Let's get that napalm working there. And here, my Iglis should be able to get a kill on this longbow. Present front armor of the Mimod. Did, of course, take 2 hits, because the longbow has uber high accuracy. But I do now have some Yakurai in this forest, and that is a Patriot. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that's a very good kill. And I'm going to call up my last 2 units of shock infantry here. Maybe call up some elite infantry. In the meantime, I'm going to keep advancing my recon infantry. I think they probably have a unit of Canadian rifles still active over here. But that's fine. If I could get to his mortar, I think that would be the best way to live. That's some sort of TOW-2 vehicle. There is that longbow. Oh, it's a CFV. So I should be able to get the kill on the Bradley. Now, why don't my Iglas have sight? Call up some T-55s here, just to kind of soak up fire and the like. I'm going to actually push these 2 units of man-pads up. Aren't going to do much back there. I'm going to keep advancing this recon unit, and finally I have that longbow in Igla range. I have line of sight, and there we are. But they're going to get wrecked by CEVs. Well, I got 1 CEV. I only have 1 heat rocket left. Maybe pull Mi-8s up here, and I exhausted the heat rocket. That's going to be the end of that very, very hero-esque unit of recon infantry. In fact, it worked pretty well. I'm going to buy 2 more and see how that works. Okay, so he's now shelling where he's guessing my Yakurai are. He was correct. But let's get 2 more units of those recon infantry and continue kind of driving him absolutely crazy. I did lose the napalm plane, but hopefully I did get the infantry. I, to be honest, was not watching that closely. He's going to intercept these transports. These look to be more TH-495s. Yeah, those are transports that are coming in. Took a hit to the face. I don't know why my mid-mod has not destroyed that P yet. I did just kill it, and that is a Hornet. It's going to be coming in. Oh, it was almost certainly coming in from my mid-mod. I do not have enough good anti-plane AA. I'll call up some more elite infantry here. Here come my T-55s. I'm going to bring them over here to support the assault in here. Unload the recon infantry, bring up the AT stuff. Continue this assault. Hopefully my transports there will be able to kill his transports, which they did. I'm going to keep my infantry moving. Engaging a unit of Canadian rifles. That should not be a problem. I do have elite infantry. Yes. Getting very well wrecked. Yes, okay, so I'm now going to call up another Edo 90. And I'm going to need some infantry to get over here. But if I could find his command, I think that's my current goal. Because we will need to kill that. Aha! Found a unit of Canadian rifles. He does have that Hornet circling, which is going to be bad news for my Mimod if it runs into it. There is the Hornet. Maybe it will fly close enough to engage all of my man-pads. It does. There's going to be a lot of man-pads heading towards it, and I did get it. It did, however, kill 2. These are going to be Bison or something. And those are going to try to get my T-55s. And that is an HA. Okay. I'm going to want to do something about that. My T-55s are going to do jack shit against it. Well, they're going to distract it is what they're going to do. Looked like a CEV. Call up another tank here. Okay, so now my push has successfully at least displaced the center command. I don't have any idea whether I killed it or not. But displaced it, so we are now up point-wise, which is the position that we need to be in. Ideally, I will continue with my push here, and I will actually get to the point where I can put my own command in center. And I think, oh, there was the command. If you saw it there. I'm going to try to retreat these guys, probably, hopefully save them. Looks like my Mimod is just helping out right now in terms of intercepting the reinforcements. And there is the HA, moving over to engage my Mimod. Took a hit to the face, that is almost dead. I'm going to call up some more elite infantry here, simply because I can. Got the HA, that was. Can't forget to keep pushing my recon infantry. Engaging with the machine gun. Oh, get the shot off before they do. Oh. Yeah, that was bad. So, those CEV have some absurd HE value on that main gun. I think it's like 10. So it does a great job of wrecking infantry, which is precisely what they just did to me there. I'm going to want to call up some more infantry here. I'm losing a lot of infantry. So this 140 point tank is trying to brawl with me. We're now at equal health values. It misses a shot. I get a shot off, and my shot is a hit. But the Mirage Ficht is going to come in. It cluster bomb off on me, which is not going to be good. Yeah, so I'm going to have to evac from that situation, pull back into the protection of my I'm going to want to pull back and resupply. Okay, so now he's starting to run a lot of planes here, which is not good. I need some more infantry to come up. So let's put in orders for that. Oh, and we're actually doing well in... We're kind of doing well all around here. We need to start healing. Good, you are healing now. Good. And good. I've wrecked the Canadian rifles. Unfortunately, they see the recon infantry, which is perhaps not ideal. That's going to be more elite infantry that's going to come up here. And I'm going to cycle this back, heal it, and then bring it forward again. My recon infantry is continuing to do good work. As soon as my tanks have repaired, in fact, I could even pull up a TOW 2 carrier to help out. This autocannon is just going to be annoying, so I'm going to go back and use a heat rocket on it. Ah, but it's another 2 stack of Canadian rifles. There's a lot of heat rockets against them. Yeah, okay. Well, that looks to be the end of the shenanigans there. And I'm going to continue advancing. But I do kind of want to keep up the push on the kind of right flank here. Because that got a lot of kills early on. My 2 tanks are here. Oh, I want to move up my recon infantry so that I have some idea of what I'm shooting at. I predict those alpha jets will be back. I'm going to want to actually aggressively move up here. And I also may want to purchase a command, since this area seems to be relatively safe. So I'm going to actually save up for that. It is going to be very, very slow. It is a tracked, it is not even wheeled, manned. You guys I'm going to try to put in these buildings here. See how annoying I can be. Got the kill on those Highlanders. I got an HC that's going to try to come and get me here. I do have 2 good tanks. My Yakura is not going to do too well against that. Ah, got it. I got that HA. Ooh, that was almost very bad. I got saved there. I unfortunately did not get the Hornet, which tells me that my AA is too far back. So I'm going to want to move the AA forward, move this guy up. And these Martyr 2s are going to create problems. I'm going to need another tank. I should pull this back to rearm. I don't think I can afford to at this moment in time. I have to defeat these Leopard 1A5s. And I do defeat the Leopard 1A5s. I need to defeat another Leopard 1A5, and there is an HA right there, which is going to kill my elite infantry as it attempts to cross. Oh, it's going to actually what it's going to do. And there's a Tiger Had. This Mimod is done. Well, that was very nice while it was alive. I now unfortunately have lost the main component of my strike here. I'm forced to buy this command to prevent us from losing the game. I do only have 6 minutes here to make something happen. This may be too little too late. It's a true shame. This has been a really good game. He thinks I'm in that building. What is he hitting? He's hitting right there where I have nothing. That's fine. I thought I had a TOW 2 carrier. I must have lost it. I do need that right now. Okay, hold the infantry there. Canadian rifles, these guys should die. I have yet to use my, I have no idea why those infantry are 50 points. We'll call up 2 of these AT vehicles. And this M11P is going to intercept all of my reinforcements. Unless I'm able to kill it right here and now. 1 hit. Let's bring that infantry in over there. Another hit on it. And there we are. That Appalus rocket away on that CEV. I did get a hit. Should be able to finally get that Hornet. That was an inane number of man-pads that went flying after it. I'm going to move up the Yakurai here to try to get a heat rocket missile off at that TH-495. Because it's currently decimating my elite infantry. Which is really kind of unacceptable, but I'm going to get rocketed, so it's going to be a futile endeavor. I'm going to move everything in a general forward move here. I have my TOW 2 carrier coming in. I should have a command. Here's the command. I can start utilizing bombers. I have yet to really utilize my air tap this deck, rather this game. That is the command. So if I can kill that, that'll be pretty good. There goes a Leopard. Sorry, there goes a Bradley. There goes a Martyr. Oh, he got my TOW 2 carrier, which is unfortunate. My planes seem to be getting away scot-free. Or maybe not killed, but not, you know, heavily damaged either. I'm going to kill where that infantry command almost certainly is. I'm going to stop this command. For the first time in this game, we are up. I have to intercept this TH now before it hits my command, because that would be kind of annoying. Looks like I got his command though, which is good. I guess I just have to try and hold this position for the next 2 minutes and kind of call in planes and everything I can do to support this, because I'm pretty sure I'm almost out of infantry. I'm going to call up those 2 TOW 2s. Yeah, this infantry is nicely clumped. It would do well to have bombs hit that. Where is that bomber? Bombs away. It should be pretty good, if the spread is at all decent. Oh, he's going to get the commands. I got the Panzer Grenadiers though, which is good. There goes both misses on the CEVs. That's not going to go. Yeah, it's not going to be good. I'm going to need some more elite infantry ASAP. Another miss there. I need these HH. Yeah, there we are. I don't know how much longer I can. Unfortunately, this position is a losing one. Yeah, those 2 vehicles just took 2 TOW 2s to the face. I got them, but now my I don't have very much infantry left, and all the infantry that I do have is going to take God knows how long to get up here. And I'm out of TOW 2, so I'm going to bring those back here to rearm. I don't know what I have to kill that Leopard 2A1 that's going to be up here. Up in here in a moment. I'm unfortunately out of stuff as well, which is not a very good position to be in. I am, however, going to buy this plane, just kind of on the off chance that it can do something. I need to be able to kill this Leopard 2A1, because they're going to come and find my command. I guess they're going to find the command anyway. Yeah, they were able to find it. I guess, well, and that's the game. So that was quite a good game. Hats off to my opponents there. I did kill more than I lost, and I got about 1.5 times as much as the next person on the team. It was a very tight game in terms of kill losses across between the two teams here. In terms of my units, those Edo 90s did very good work at the beginning against that early heli rush. I must say my mim mods were very, very good, and those units of recon infantry that kind of snuck around there. Oh, it was actually a unit of recon infantry that killed the Nighthawk. The units of recon infantry got a chaparral, CFVs, longbows, a lot of high value, a Patriot, a lot of very high value kind of targets here. So it looks like at the end the West German guy was also coming over to help. And I was facing, it looks like a Eurocorps player, because there were some French kills in here somewhere. Yeah, that Mirage Ficht. And then a NORAD player and a Canadian player. Sorry, the NORAD player and then the Eurocorps player. So there were a lot of... I ended up being double teamed there at the end. But that was a very good game. And I hope to see you all next time.